Now. My palms sweat as I held the gold vest and blue jacket.
Sure, why not?
We're in, boys! She's a fucking narc. JonTron, I know you've been selling that cocaine. Hey guys.
Playing Asagao Academy again.
Yep. And the only reason is because that buddy is cute as shit. And those guys are so hot.
Looks like the three people that remained of One Direction.
Dude, it's the three amigos. Just a fucking mouth. Show some fucking respect.
Well, they're a boy band. They're part of a boy band, I think.
Was it really possible for things to be different here than they were at home?
Yes.
What if the problem wasn't actually the school? The problem is you. Me? I shook the thoughts out of my head and changed into my uniform.
Oh, yeah,
my god, Jenny, hi. Oh!
Well, we're gonna start already.
What is it? It's gonna be May. I did that last time, I think.
Why, yeah.
You look so cute.
Oh my god!
Really? She's fucking Scooby now.
Scooby Hannah
crept up my neck. Yes, completely. Your hair matches your uniform so well. You look like a flower blossom blooming straight out of the ground. Thank you.
Her face though.
Water stung the back of my eyes, and I turned to start packing my backpack.
Hey, mate. Hey.
Why was I getting worked up about something as little as this? I must have gotten less sleep than I thought. Is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I'm just happy. How dumb was that? I started crying at the first sign of someone being nice to me. It's pretty dumb. Don't do that.
Never do it again.
I took a deep breath to steady my nerves. He. What an oddly menacing
Thud.
That was her dick hitting the ground. All the air left my lungs as something like a horse hoof slammed against my back. Oh, maybe it was JonTron's dick.
You don't know which one.
Irk. Whoa, shit. She's cloudy. You'll do just fine. Don't worry. This is gonna be awesome. Oh, it was her backpack. That was you? Huh? I stood behind me, her hand raised. Somehow she had the strength of a bodybuilder. Nothing. Yeah, look at that. All that muscle. All of that muscle.
All
right
that
there.
animated muscle.
I was just about to zip my bag up when I spotted the book Satch gave me lying on the nightstand. The Princess Betrothed. He said if I ever needed to be transported somewhere far away, I could take it with me. It was pretty good so far. Maybe it would be smart to bring it along, just in case I had no one to talk to in between class periods. What would I need it for my first day of class?
Choices!
Well, we can't go wrong with taking it. Like, what's the harm in just taking it?
But fuck books now. Let's just take it.
Fuck books or take it?
Take it, yeah. It's signs of being a good person.
Alright, it'll give us something to talk to,
yeah.
I guess. I put it in my already overfull bag, biting my lip.
Okay, maybe that was a bad idea.
Oh. Well, how could the book be any heavier than all of her other stuff?
Well, it's high school after all, so...
What if her bag breaks? If it keeps on raining... Okay, it never hurt to be prepared, right? You ready?
Yeah.
She said it for me. Yeah, let's go.
Hee
stick with me and you'll be fine. Why stick... Oh, okay. Mai opened the door and together we stepped to the hallway, merging into a steady flow of chittering girls and fruit-flavored perfume. Oh, Mai, I did not know we lived on the same floor. No way, really? That's so awesome. Now we'll be able to catch up, whatever happened between you and... The river of girls shifted as we head down the stairs. Suddenly I found myself surrounded by a bunch of people I didn't even know. Oh wow, what a jerk he turned out to be. Mai's exclamation faded into the buzz of noises in the air. Oh no. What would I do if we got separated? Anxiously, I searched the crowd of girls for Mai, but I couldn't find her. Everyone was dressed in the same Asagao. Asagao?
Ow!
Uniform. It was difficult to tell anyone apart. So being so short really didn't help the situation. As we turned the last corner down the stairwell, I saw a flash of red hair a little ways in front of me. Mai? I reached between the two girls and tapped her shoulder.
Awkward.
Whoa, look at her sideburns.
Oh, Jesus.
She looks kind of like...
Look at her hair like going like through her neck beard.
She kind of looks like Eddie's ex-girlfriend. What was her name? You want to hit my car?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What's that?
Huh. Oh, oh shit, she's angry.
She's pissed. Look at her eyebrows.
Oh shit, she's gonna fucking cut you with her eyebrow. Who are you? The girl's eyes flashed, almost like a jolt of electricity shot through them. I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else. She said nothing and turned away. Before I knew it, I stood outside of Primrose House, watching the flow of girls disperse across campus. Mai was nowhere to be seen. I couldn't even hear her chirpy voice. Mai. Oh, man. Darn.
Darn it all.
I took a deep breath, biting my lip. This wasn't a big deal. I could go to class alone. But I didn't even know where the building was. Exclamation point.
Duh!
I reached into my backpack and dragged out my class schedule. Homeroom. 206 Poppy Hall?
Poppy.
Which one was Poppy Hall again? Weren't the classrooms on the other side of campus? I picked a direction and began to walk, trying to ignore my rising panic at the thought of arriving late on the first day of class. It was the third year where no one knew me, all the people staring. Hey, was that John? Hey, you okay? You look a little lost. I thought I heard John go, "Hey!"
Yeah, that's him.
"Hey!" Get the fuck away from me! Someone called out to me, and as I turned around, almost jumping for joy.
Yep.
John!
Yeah! Bang me.
Jacques. I only want Jacques. When I froze the Normal Boots jacket, he was part of the Normal Boots Club. I could practically feel my tongue swelling in my mouth. Is she fucking having an allergic reaction? It's the parrot!
She's allergic to birds.
Where's my EpiPen? If this is a Normal Boots Club member... Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, you want... Oh, yeah, you can go back.
Okay. Someone called out to me, and I turned around.
You already did this, yeah.
Oh. I could... Okay.
Okay, yeah, you're here now.
Oh, okay, I understand. I had to make a good impression. He was one of the founders, right? Then he must be... JOHNTRON! Yes? I knew. I didn't know where Poppy Hall is. You're a freshman? No problem. My class is at Poppy Hall. I'll walk you there. Really? Really? That would be wonderful, thank you. Was this really happening?
I don't know.
He began walking down toward a large brick building in an enthusiastic manner, pumping his arms up and down like he was in some kind of show tune. I fell into step behind him.
Just walking around like...
I didn't notice it when Mai pointed him out to me yesterday, but JOHNTRON had big, brown eyes and a warm-looking face. He was basically a human puppy.
That's actually kind of true.
Aww. I glanced up at him out of the corner of my eye. She fucking came her pants. A bird on his shoulder. Birds always made me uncomfortable. Something about the ease with which they could poke out someone's eyes. Is something wrong? Why'd you stop? No, nothing's wrong. He followed my gaze to the bird on his shoulder. Oh, this is Jacques. Isn't he cute? Nice to meet... Whoa. Nice to meet you. It spoke? Yeah, he's like, yeah, fucking deal with it. Yeah. He put his hand to his shoulder and Jacques jumped onto his palm. Jacques is a robot bird, see?
I like to point out...
Hello.
No, actually, I want to point out right now.
What?
I'm gonna put a video online. You're gonna see this, and now you're gonna see my shirt.
Was that on purpose?
I wasn't intending to, and then I thought of it earlier today.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
Hello. Jacques' eyes was gleaming with a dangerous red. Jacques' eyes gleamed a dangerous red when he spoke, but nothing else suggested he wasn't a normal bird. In fact, if I had known better, I would have said the red in his eyes was painted on. That's amazing. Jacques switched his head to the side, examining me in return. The more he looked at me, the less afraid I was. What are you looking at? What? Nothing. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Jacques can be a little sassy. Who are you calling sassy? I'm not the sassy one. I don't forget to feed you. I keep you naked for a reason!
Jacques, that was one time!
Jacques, that was one time. I was alone and starving in the frozen tundra of this empty world, loveless, afraid. Ignore him. I've been bringing him with me to the drama club, and he's taking a little too well to it. I see how it is. Shut me out like I have nothing to add to this conversation.
I'm just looking for something in like the code or whatever lines of Jacques saying that's racist.
Jacques retook his place on John's shoulder, this time facing far away from us as if miffed. We resumed our walk towards Poppy Hall.
Shitting on this shoulder, it's just disgust.
I'm JOHNTRON, by the way. People call me John. Ha ha. Oh, Hannah, nice to meet you. Hannah, that's a cute name. We're gonna fuck the shit out of you, John. And
John's like, God damn it, John. Why?
Break your chest hair. What? Thank you. So how long have you had Jacques? Good save! Since middle school. We've been together for 4 years now. Ain't that right? I'm not listening. Yeah, well. I love him to death. I don't know what I'd do without him.
You would buy another bird.
It seemed like life would be a lot easier without him, but who was I to say? We arrived at the brick building, a white sign surrounded by poppies, declaring it to be, unsurprisingly, Poppy Hall. Which room are you in? Room 206. Seriously?
Really?
Yes. That's my homeroom. We're in the same class. John laughed and clasped me on the shoulder. You fucking hear his goddamn Jewish laugh? That's hilarious.
Well, is he Jewish? I don't know.
He looks Jewish.
I'd be down with that. I'm Jewish, so who gives a fuck?
Wonderful. I guess we'll be seeing more of you then, right? Yeah. Right. Together. Oh shit. What did I do?
Might as well save state. Well.
Oh, all right. Well,
go to 3. Yeah, we'll overwrite 4.
Together we entered Poppy Hall. Poppy was lined with fluorescent lights and Asagao blue lockers. The lack of students milling around in the hallway indicated we were a bit late. We ran up the stairs and made it to the classroom just as the bell rang. My heart caught in my throat. Thankfully, the teacher hadn't come yet. Instead, don't give me that fucking look. Instead, students clumped into tight pods and milled around the classroom, catching up on vacation.
It somehow turns into roleplay.
Oh yes, John, touch me there. Thank you so much for showing me the class, John. Oh shit, what'd I do? Oh, no problem, I'll see you around. He waved and disappeared into the wriggling mass of students. I glanced around the room, looking for an empty seat. Hannah! I peeled her out from between a cuddling couple. Was that JonTron? Were you just talking to JonTron? Yeah. Mai's eyes widened, and she couldn't help feeling a little smug. I realized I didn't know the way to class after you and I got separated, and he offered to walk me.
Oh my god! Alright, looks like an orgy already.
JonTron walked you to class? Oh my gosh, you have to tell me everything. She grabbed me by the wrist and pulled me to an empty desk in the back corner of the room, right next to the window. I saved you a seat. I slid it and took off my backpack, hooking it to the side of my desk. I was a little bit worried the books inside were too heavy for the bag to handle, but so far it held up well. Sorry we got separated, by the way. Oh, she does look sad. Now she doesn't. She doesn't give a shit, actually.
Her face, though, she's like, donut.
It can get a little chaotic sometimes. So tell me what happened. What did he say? What did he smell like? Does he have peach fuzz? Is it rough?
Peach fuzz?
Fuck?
Is peach fuzz?
Dude, he's got a fucking beard. You can see that. Look! He's got a fucking beard!
His beard is amazement.
He said rough.
Wait,
what? Those are very important questions I am asking. You need to answer them. Was his hair super silky, or did it have the roughness of a dog's coat? Dogs do not need coats. They already have fur. Before I could enter, the door to the front of the room slid open, and a tall woman strolled in. The class went quiet and obediently slid into their seats. My heart beat furiously, blood rushing through my ears. Oh my god, she's fucking attractive as hell.
Call it. She's a MILF.
Yeah, looks like it.
Good morning.
Good morning, class. She does not look Asian at all.
Well, that's how it works with dating sim games.
The teacher's melodious voice swam through the room, calming the buzzing high of students back from break.
Okay, what are all these metaphors? It's kind of funny.
Yeah, right? My shoulders relaxed and my fear ebbed away. I am your teacher, Shizuka Wakahisa. You may call me Miss Shizuka. The emphasis she placed on the word led me to believe her calling her Mrs. wasn't a mistake she would take lightly. Oh my god, she's about to snap that.
What? Is that a chalk or something?
Yeah.
21st century, we use markers.
Some of you may have noticed we have a new student this semester. A halo of members passed through the class. Some people glanced at me. Nope, there was the fear again. Would you like to come up and introduce yourself? I nodded, stood up, and slowly walked to the front of the room, counting my steps to make sure I wouldn't fall. I faced the class, took a deep breath to introduce myself, and noticed a familiar face in the crowd. Yo!
John, BBG, and Ching.
Ching?
Shane.
Shane. I think it said Ching. I was like, this is fucking... What is with people? There's John sitting with two other boys wearing normal boots, clubs, jackets. He just looks angry.
Damn it, BBG, you're not
He
always...
looks angry too. He just looks like he got fucking stoned like 2 seconds ago.
Like, Hits the bomb hits the bomb during class.
One of the boys, the tallest one, was staring at me. The barrister frowns on his face. Something about him seemed really familiar. Wait. He was PBG, wasn't he? The other founder of Normal Boots Club? Suddenly all the strength left my knees. What should I do? Why was he frowning? Was it possible that I had already made a bad impression on him? You had to be kidding me. If you didn't like me, what did that mean about everyone else? Wouldn't they follow his lead?
John's face
Yeah, he's just thinking about fish. He's gone.
He's like, ooh, a potato.
What would happen if I put a strawberry on Jock? Don't do that, John. Yeah. I swallowed. The faces of class began to congeal, forming one giant blob. You moved from Amiririsu?
Right?
Sure. I nodded and swallowed again. Then the beacon of light, I noticed Mai smiling, giving me the thumbs up. That's right. What would Mai do in this situation? Yes, I just moved here. My name is Hana Mizuno. I
transferred from Amiririsu Public High School.
There we go.
She said it for me.
I'm really excited to be here. I hope you'll all take good care of me from now on.
I bowed my head to the class and they clapped politely. When I looked up, PPG wasn't frowning, but he still seemed oddly confused. He's like, what? Apples and grapes? What does it mean?
I'm confused, John. Why did you hate my Sims even though I hate it too?
Maybe he always looked like that. Thank you. You may be seated. Thanks, bitch! I returned to my seat, heaving a small sigh. The hardest part of the day was over. Shizuka began to talk in the standard procedure for the semester, the rules for classes, when homework was due, and that sort of thing. It was all very familiar to my old school, and I spaced out in spite of myself. A brief flicker of movement caught my eye. PBG again. I glanced at him, and his head snapped back to the blackboard. What was his problem? Class continued on like that until finally the bell rang, and it was time for lunch. Ugh! I stretched her arms over her head and yawned. Man, I hate the first day of class. It's always so boring.
Normally for me, they're always fast. They're like, here's your syllabus. You're talking about it. Bye. That's basically how it was in my first couple semesters.
Yeah.
Couples.
No, I agree. It's the same exact way. Weren't you looking forward to it this morning? Something about exciting things happening? Yeah, well, yeah, but it already did. You met JonTron, didn't you? Now I've got nothing left to look forward to. She sighed.
I think she wants a lot of D.
I agree.
Yeah, well, alright.
I had D.
I had D.
And I was hoping to see Jared before class, too. She slouched and fell across the front of my desk. It seemed like this would be happening a lot. Is Jared really that hot? Mai's head snapped back up, her eyes flashing. Oh
damn,
my god, she's gonna fucking bite a bitch.
Vampire.
What did you say? If you stare directly at him for too long, your nose would melt off. I've seen it happen. What? Anyway, let's head to lunch. I'm super hungry. She's crazy, dude.
I'm sensing mood swings.
I looked at my backpack. It held up well throughout class, but I was worried that if I didn't take some stuff out now, I might do some permanent damage to it, especially with Satch's book in there. I couldn't exactly afford a new backpack. I need to put something in my locker first. But if we don't go now, they'll run out of sesame seed buns. Oh. That's okay, I'll just go on ahead. Come and find me, okay? Alright. I was so lucky to have someone like her as my roommate. Quick as I could, I went to my locker and shoved the book inside. As good a book it was infinitely happier that I was infinitely happier that I had Mai around so I didn't have to read it. Without her, who knew what I would do with myself, especially with PBG staring at me like that. Maybe I could ask her what was up with him when I met her at the cafeteria? It might just be the way that he was. Cheered, I headed to the cafeteria.
He shows up, I'm calling her.
I carried my melon bread? What the fuck is that? Through a minefield of people searching for the now familiar sight of Mai's red hair. Where is she? I couldn't see her anywhere, and there was almost no empty seats. All around me, students circled each other, laughing and joking, sharing bites of food and splitting the cost for sodas. Suddenly, I felt very obvious, very alone. Isn't there anywhere I can sit? Just then, I spotted a table at the front of the room. A lone boy sat at it, stabbing his spaghetti with the vigor of a Roman general. He was having a hard time with...
Why won't you get on my fork?
Is that Paul or Paul Richie?
He's not wearing normal boots.
It's T-Gun.
Is that... What is that? That symbol?
That's a hidden block, I
Hidden
think.
block. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Anyway, keep going. We'll find out.
Okay.
Is it like a two...
Oh. I moved closer to him. Is this DLC?
This DLC.
I moved closer to him, working up the courage to ask to sit with him. Oh, well, no wonder. He was eating spaghetti with a spoon. Wait a second. This guy was in my class, wasn't he? I saw him that morning in front of the room. He was wearing a jacket like the normal Boots clubs, but different. A gold and gray jacket with an 8-bit block on the front. Was he a member of another club? Or maybe he was friends with them? Hey!
Oh, I think I know who he is.
What?
I think he's Brutal Moose.
Hannah! Oh my. Mine appeared between me and the boy, who glanced at us before returning to his spaghetti. Thank goodness I found you. I saved the table in the back. Oh. I looked at the boy and looked back at mine. Come on. She grabbed my shoulder rather forcefully and pushed me to the back of the room. Hey, what's wrong? You got so lucky. You're so lucky I got there when I did. That kid is Brutal Moose. His real name's Ian. He's from the Hidden Block Club. The Hidden Block Club? Yeah, the rival club of Normal Boots. He's really weird. I mean, she looked around to make sure no one was listening, but we were completely alone in our little corner of the cafeteria. He speaks in Comic Sans. What the fuck?
Text.
Oh my god.
I just want to see the font of this, see if it's actually
Whoa.
Comic Sans.
Yeah, it'd be better to stay away from him, especially since you've already gotten to know some of the Normal Boots guys. What are you talking about? I only just met John today. Yeah, right. I saw the way PBG was staring at you. He totally likes you. Really?
I'm sensing...
Is that what you thought it was? Either Mai was blind or she had a serious case of wishful thinking. Oh, totally. It was so cute. You're just like my favorite manga. You definitely read manga. You meet in high school, fall in love, and then go off and fight aliens together. That's my favorite, too.
I don't know which anime. I want to find out about that.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, it's totally unrealistic to fall in love and get married. But the aliens part, that is true.
You never know with aliens.
Have some faith in yourself. That's totally what's happening. So now you're good with TVG. Can you introduce me to Jared?
Already?
Was that what she was getting at? A hot flash of doubt seized me. Was it possible that Mai only liked me because she thought I knew the Normal Boots guys? That couldn't be the case, though. She was so nice. Still, looking at her shining and eager face, I couldn't talk myself out of the idea. I actually thought PBG didn't like me. What? Oh. Why would you think that?
Her face, though.
He was glaring at me. Man, you just don't understand. It's a love triangle. A love triangle. What? A triangle now? I can see it. Stars practically erupted from her eyes. PBG, I can't. But Hannah, I love you. But my maidenhood. What are you going on? Where are you going with this? I slammed my fork to the table. Mai looked pleased with herself. Okay, I'm just kidding. You're really cute when you blush. You almost match your hair. That's not fair at all. I beg to differ. Still, I searched my mind, eager to change the subject. That was an impressive scenario. What? No, it wasn't. I just made it up on the spot. Mai laughed nervously. Oh, so that girl who was talking to me when we got separated? Mai told me the story of her past friendship with this girl, like they were eternal arch nemesis. Apparently they had some bad blood.
So it's green?
I nodded, choosing to take the time to relax. Before I knew it, we were finished eating. We got up and tossed our trays together. As I headed to the door through, Mai hesitated. Hey, I forgot something back at the dorm. Oh, need help? No, I'm totally okay. I'm just gonna go get it. I'll see you later though, right? Okay, see you in class. I waved and Mai sprinted off in the direction of the dorms. Alone again, I crossed my arms and headed back to Poppy Hall. Large groups of 7 or 8 people were lying out in the sun, playing catch and eating lunch on the lawn. Looked like fun to have so many friends like that. I smiled. Maybe this new school really would be better than my last. Without students inside it, Poppy Hall looked a bit like an abandoned hospital.
Their security sucks. I keep thinking of Miranikia Bridge every time I think of abandonment. The hospitals.
My footsteps echoed as I climbed the stairs to the 4th floor. With a sigh, I opened up my locker and pulled out the book Satch gave me. It was a good thing I brought it after all. Fuck yeah! I stepped in the classroom and saw a flash of movement by the window. A boy sat on the windowsill and he jerked. Whoa, okay.
He jerked up when he came in.
I think
so. It's not
I thought it off. I thought it said off for a second there. What time are we at?
I don't know. Keep reading, I'll check.
Jerked up when he came to.
Already at 25, I think.
We'll go to 30.
Yeah.
He was silhouetted by the afternoon sunshine, so I couldn't tell who he was. Hello, I'm sorry, did I bother you? The boy stood up and shook his head, then crossed to a desk opposite side of the room. As he passed, I was able to see him clearly.
Shane, yeah, Shane.
Another Normal Boots jacket? This guy. He was Shane from the Normal Boots Club. How on earth does this keep happening to me? Shane sat down at his desk, fidgeted with his hands, then turned to look at me. You're the new girl. I nodded. My name's Hannah. It's nice to meet you. He nodded. Shane. Silence filled the space between us. Panic built up inside me. Was this my chance to get in with the Normal Boots Club? And I was blowing it. I walked to my desk and sat down, setting the book on top of it. Shane looked at me, unsmiling. You're part of the Normal Boots Club? Yes, I am. Why? He spoke as if it were a challenge, almost glaring at me.
Is it accepted?
Oh, I just saw your jacket, so... I trailed off. Jackets are really cool.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, they are. Silence again. He seemed skeptical, as if he expected me to crawl out of my skin and reveal myself to be a large, amphibious reptile. I had to do something. Who knew another chance like this would come? But Shane didn't seem friendly. In fact, he seemed downright suspicious. Surely he wasn't onto me already. Maybe he was onto you? What does that even mean? Is she a spy? Maybe she really is an amphibious reptile.
It's like the... I was saying... Oh yeah, you clicked on yeah.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to see. Tournament points.
Why?
Maybe it was better not to risk it?
He seems really pissed. Give him space, I would say that.
Yeah, I don't know. We could try talking to him. Maybe this is our last chance to try to get in with the Normal Boots Club. Alright, 1 or 2.
I'll flip a coin.
Okay, we're flipping a coin.
Alright, I give it a change. Give me a sec.
It's fucking coin purse over here.
Yeah, because I have like...
Heads, we talk to him. Tails, we give him his space.
Alright, 2 out of 3 or first one?
Just first one.
Alright. Tails.
I chewed my lip and opened my book, finding the page I ended up on the night before. Shane's stare still stung, hot on the side of my face.
Derp.
He wasn't looking away. I stared at the page of my book, rereading the same sentence without grasping any of what it said. Finally, a small group of girls entered the classroom and Shane looked away. The atmosphere was broken. I heaved a sigh of relief. What was up with these Normal Boots guys? Oh, shit. Okay, I'll just...
We'll just save over right, yeah.
Return. John was really nice when I spoke to him, but PBG and Shane seemed to really hate me. They were anything but normal.
No one's normal. Trust me on this one. I learned.
Oh, huh. I waited for Mai to come to class, wanting desperately to tell her what happened. But when the bell rang and Miss Shizuka started teaching, Mai still hadn't come.
She's ditching.
Class came and went. The bell rang and I was alone. PBG stared at me for the entirety of the class period, his face growing more and more menacing by the minute. How his face wasn't stuck in a perma-frown, I would never know. Shane and John didn't bother talking to me as I left the classroom, and... Oh, they didn't talk to me.
I just use it around.
Paired up around me. Hey, Mimi, would you like to engage in a casual discourse this evening? Yeah, of course. But why are you talking like that? Hello? I stuffed my book into a backpack and headed to the dorm. Outside, I unlocked my door to my dorm room. As the door opened, I heard, Hannah! Well, she said it for me. Wait, what? Mai and I lay in a heap on the floor. I'm so glad you're back. She wrapped her arms around my head and nuzzled me. What are you doing? Come, look. She got off me and helped me to my feet. Without Mai's face filling my vision, I saw something had changed. Oh my goodness. The dorm looked nothing like what it had before. The posters and fairy lights were hung up, but now the window had light pink curtains on it that cast a warm haze around the room. A brand new white carpet was on the floor. Pillows were piled high and a mountain of top bunk on the bunk bed. Even our chairs had been replaced with new cushy leather ones. What happened here? Hey, sorry I didn't tell you, but I wanted to surprise you. I thought this would come in yesterday, but it was delayed by a day. I wanted to set it up to be a big surprise. I'm still not done, though. She gestured to some small potted plants arranged in neat rows on her desk. Want to help?
Yeah.
Do I ever? We finished setting up the room, switching a few objects here and there in order to better facilitate the feng shui.
I don't know that word either.
Oh, it's like the vibe of the room, which Mai told me was excruciatingly important.
Get serious.
She especially wanted to make sure our room was filled with reds and pinks and coupled items, though for what those purpose, I wasn't sure. We collapsed with heavy sighs on the floor, then heaved great big yawns. It's not even the end of the day yet. I'm so tired. Me too. Wait! She shot up suddenly with a jolt. We should get some ice cream.
Really?
Ice cream? Really? Yeah! Something to celebrate being roommates. The ice cream is here on campus is genuinely good, I promise. I don't know. And I'm paying. Well, if that's the case, you made an offer I can't refuse.
She's a gold digger.
Sweet, let's go. The school shop was in the side building off the cafeteria, packed with instant noodles and giant bottles of soda. Students wandered the aisles aimlessly, clearly here more to spend time than money. Mai paid the cashier and we grabbed our ice cream cones. Mine the one covered in sprinkles. Wow, this is delicious. Isn't it? We're lucky to have such good food on campus. This place would be awful if we didn't. I nodded and was about to respond when I noticed a commotion outside. Ooh, let's see what's going on. Mai grabbed my arm and dragged me outside. There. Uh-oh. There, three boys wearing normal boots jackets were shouting at each other, each of their faces turning purple. This again.
Which is this like the continue part of it, or? Let's see.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, it's them.
I'm clearly the one who possesses the proper masculine form.
Paul.
Yeah, right, I'm taller than you and more attractive than to boot. Come on, guys. Oh, shit, what did it say? Fuck.
Just go return, yeah.
Come on, guys, can you not see these muscles? Nick pulled back his sleeve of his jacket and flexed his arm. These guys always go around about weird stuff like this. They're very energetic. Oh, yeah? Josh got into the downward-facing dog yoga pose and grinned. Look at this butt. Just look at this.
Already turned into gay porn.
What if I don't understand? What I don't understand is why they don't just ask Jared. Oh, yeah? Paul kneeled low to the ground and took off to a sprint, heading straight for us. Check this out. He sprang in the air with a graceful ballerina leap, spinning through the sky, and finally...
Dead.
Came straight for me.
Dead. Oh, we're dead.
When I opened my eyes, I was sprawled flat on the ground, covered in dirt. Something cold and wet oozed to the top of my blouse. Let's go. Hannah, are you okay? I sat up, chunks of ice cream fell from my blouse to my skirt.
Okay, that's...
What happened? You ran into someone, you idiot. My uniform, it's... ruined!
No!
For a few seconds, silence, then snickers rippled around me like the whining of cicadas. My throat closed up, water stinging in my eyes. No, not this, not again. I stood up prepared to walk away with dignity, when the entire of the Normal Boots Club suddenly appeared in front of my face. What's up?
Bro!
You need some people beating the shit out of? Because I'm here! Me too, John. Let's kick some ass.
What happened here?
What happened here?
Seriously?
Seriously? Tears slid down my face. No, not here. I didn't want to cry in front of them. Hey. Hannah, are you alright? I'm going home. Wait, Hannah. It's fine. I just want to be alone for now. I took all my will not to run back to the dorm. I immediately changed into pajamas and climbed to the bed, reaching for my stuffed rabbit. What am I going to do if this ends up just like last time? Mr. Bunny stared at me with his big lifeless eyes.
Oh, she's a nervous wreck.
Yeah, really. I squished into my chest, losing myself in his soft fur. The door opened with a soft click. Hannah, are you okay? I rolled over in bed and faced the wall, pretending to be asleep. Mine stood in the center of the room for a while, looking at me. Finally, she sat down at her desk and began to work on something. The sound of her pencil scratching against the paper stilled my mind. I don't know how many hours passed, but eventually I fell asleep.
Well.
That's a good place to end.
Alright, ending on... We're on day 5, yeah. So, we're on day 3 now. Wow, shit already got real.
Yeah, really though.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. Yeah, we'll stop here for now.
Alright, thanks guys for watching. And as always, Go fuck yourself! I'm just kidding.
We're good people. Don't worry about that.
Okay, bye.